So recently I got a notification from YouTube saying I've been on this platform for 2 years. This specific channel has been active for 2 years. And in that 2 years, I have made over 100 videos, but not even a fraction of those videos I posted. And that's not good, because even I myself made a video talking about how progression is more important than perfection, right? And getting everything perfect before you take the step. We have to progress. That's the only way we can improve ourselves, if others see our work, and we can, and even not just others seeing our work, but we ourselves can see what we've done. But when you don't do that, you just go around on this cycle where you're not getting criticized for your work by others, and you yourself are second guessing what your style on YouTube is. And this applies to a lot of other factors in life. When you are hesitant to go through certain stages of life, we overthink a lot, to the point where we get paralyzed and we just shuts down. So few points that's coming into my mind on why I find posting videos here very hard is, number one, number one is perfectionism. I think every single video I make needs to be perfect. Now that is, it needs to be perfect before people see it. That's a disastrous way of doing anything in life, because you can never achieve perfect. When you think you got it, then you think of something else that's negative about it, and then you're chasing that, and it just keeps going on and on. Every time you get perfect, or you get perfection, you'll find something to say, okay, I need to spend more time on it. And that's what's happening 90% of the time when I make a video, and when I'm ready to post, I look at the video and I'm like, something is off. I need to redo the video, or I need to drop that idea altogether and start another video. I can't tell you how much time, energy, resources, and money I wasted doing that. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So if you're in the same boat of thinking about getting everything perfect before people see it, well, we need to get a grip on that. We need to say, you know what, especially starting out on YouTube, things are not going to be perfect. No way. We need to mess up. We need people to see. We need to see ourselves making a fool of ourselves. And then, maybe then, we will get somewhere. So that's one factor that I think is really messing up my progress on YouTube. Another factor that keep coming into my mind is work overload. So, like anything, when you start something new, you're really new. You don't know how things work. You're playing with the ideas. I believe in that kind of stages, the more workload you put on yourself, the easier it is to burn out. So when you post, let's say you post your first video, you put in so much effort into editing videos, sound design, everything is just amazing. You post it. Once you've done that, you're going to be very hard on yourself to meet that same level of perfection or same level of video on your next video. I know this because I've done this. When I post one video, I'm like, oh, that's a good video. and on the next video I can't meet that same level of editing and sound or whatever. It just doesn't add up. So then now I'm like saying I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards on what I first from my first videos, and that can be such a demotivating factor, because I excelled on my first video to the point where I want to replicate that. I can't even say that word. And I want to duplicate that result over and over again. That never happens, because maybe the first video I made, I put in so much effort and time, and lots of, maybe it took weeks for me to make it. And if I spend weeks making one video as a new YouTuber, I think I'm kind of wasting a lot of time, because as a new YouTuber, I want to be making videos at least every week, one or two videos every week, right? Because that's how I want as maximum exposure as possible, so that I can figure out what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. But that's not what's happening. I keep thinking to myself, my every other video needs to be better and better and better. If it's not better, it's not even worth posting. So then again, going back to the perfection, where I'm waiting for everything to line up and then posting. And what happens when the workload gets too much? I burn out. You just give up. You're like, I'm done with that video. Even though I spent weeks, so much energy, effort, and money on one video, I just burn out and I just give up. That's no good. So the workload on the videos I make needs to be minimal, to the point where I'm capable of making videos every week. That's what I want, because otherwise I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, and it's very easy for me to burn out. So another factor I want to talk about is finding the niche. So when I started YouTube, I watched so many videos about niche. You have to find a niche, so then you know exactly what videos you're gonna make. Now, if anybody come across my channel, they're gonna get a bit confused. Even I sometimes get confused because at one point I'm making videos about mental health, then I'm making videos about cycling, then I'm making videos about camera gear and products and things like that. So it's a bit all over the place. Now, it's not a bad thing, because it means you can make whatever video I want. I can make whatever video I want. I don't have to worry about sticking to one idea. I have like so much idea, right? But the problem with that is I end up in a situation where I don't know like what video I should post next. Now I started a series, or I hope to start a series of me cycling through Australia, and that's happening. I'm taking a break right now because I've been on holiday. But that is happening. Sorry, I think I heard something. That's happening, but then anybody who I'm coming across my channel watching that video, they might be looking at videos like ADHD or some other camera review video on my channel and be like, that's not really what they want, and they might not even subscribe. And like I said, even for me, sometimes I get burned out with the ideas where I'm not sure what video or what direction I should take on a channel, and that really plays with you, like to the point where I'm exhausted to like make a video. So what I think going forward I should do is I'm gonna separate. Now this channel, I think I have more hope in going into like adventure and camera video review kind of things, because I have a lot of camera gear. and I'm also like spending time outside, and I do a lot of videography and photography. That's my thing. That's one of my hobbies. So I feel like that should be this channel, and everything else where I talk about life, my struggles, what it's like to be a multicultural adult, what it's like to live in multiple countries, the advantages and the disadvantages. I feel like that should be on a different channel. So going forward, that is something that I'm gonna have to try out, because as this channel is right now, I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed sometimes, to the point where I cannot focus in on one specific idea, right? That's not good. It's not good at all. So that's the thinking behind my my YouTube channel after 2 years so far. There's been good things happening, because I would never thought I would come out and make videos like this. I need to get better at vlogging in public, obviously, if I'm going to pursue this further. And that's another thing. I feel like these kind of talking videos is boring, because you're just looking at most of the time you're looking at my face, and I don't have interesting things to share. I'm not a funny guy, or I don't have extremely likable personality, like when I'm talking to a camera. It doesn't come to me naturally. But I feel like these kind of videos, when I make it, it's the most natural videos I make. So I need to concentrate on this. And I know when I concentrate on this, it's not going to be perfect, because my ideas are going to be all over the place. Like the topic I'm talking about, it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be a mess. It's like reading multiple books at the same time. That's how it is in my head sometimes. My mind is sometimes trying to figure out the mystery of the universe. 2 years on YouTube. It's been an interesting journey. I learned a lot in terms of editing, even making videos. There's still a lot of trial and errors, but I feel like this 2 years is not really. I can't really say I gave YouTube 100% of my effort, because I haven't, and I can see how now, if I don't do 100%, it's very hard to get anywhere. And when I have that opportunity to give YouTube a 100% chance, or give it a bit more effort than what I'm doing right now, I feel like I should. And anybody out there who's thinking about getting into YouTube, just be aware of that. It's not easy, especially when you're starting off. I think you're better off playing it safe by reducing the workload, talking and getting the ideas out, rather than putting so much effort into editing and videography and things like that. If you're good at it, by all means, go for it. But if you're like me, who's not great at editing, who likes to overthink a lot, people like us, we need progression more than anything. We need results. We need our work to be out there more than anything else. And through that trial and error over time, we will learn and we will get somewhere. So get out there and start making videos. That's it. I'm done. I'm glad I made this video. Hopefully I'll post it. Hopefully I'll post it. So until next time, peace.